Hello and welcome to a JobRobotix training video. In today's video I want to talk about how to manually adjust data for one specific job. So suppose you have a job that coming from the VMS it has a certain value and you know that it should have something else. So maybe it's a specialty and in the VMS on the website it's saying it needs to be a med-surg tele job, but talking to the actual vendor, you're understanding that it actually should be a med-surg job, not tele, or something else like that. Maybe it's a specific hospital in this case, and it's coming in as Houston Hospital, but it's a little more specific, and it's one of their specific clinics or something like that. In that case, you might want to affect one job and just change the one specific job and leave all the rest of the jobs the same. It's possible to do that, and to do that, you're going to go to staging, like I have already. So click here on the left. Find your job. In this case, we'll do this one, and we'll say that we need to change the facility. So suppose that this job needs to go to Houston Methodist Hospital instead of Houston Hospital. It's more specific. But we have other jobs in the system already that are Houston Hospital. So I don't want to just create a rule that changes all Houston Hospital jobs to Houston Methodist Hospital. It's just this one that's wrong, and so we're going to affect and change just this one. Well, to do that, I would click on the value that I want to change, and you'll see this text box pop up. It has a little check mark in it, and a little X in it. If I click the X, it goes away. And if I type in something new, let's say, like I said, Houston Methodist Hospital, and then click the check, then it locks in this value. And worth noting that if this ever changes in the VMS or things change, maybe a new facility populates, whatever, this is locked in permanently until you either click the X or manually change it again to something else. Let's say Houston Clinic or something like that. And if you click the X, you'll see manual lock is removed. Now this will get refreshed after you click Actions Reapply Business Rules. It'll pop back to what it originally was. But in this case, let's say it's Houston Methodist Hospital. Or if you click the X and wait after the next round of data collection, that'll work as well. So this doesn't work just with facilities. This works with all the different values that you're seeing that are hyperlinked. This one gives you details, so it's not quite this, but everything from facility, start date, duration, degrees, specialty, shift. Notice bill rate, local rate. One of the interesting things about bill rate and local rate is I think those oftentimes can be benefits of this, where you find a specific job's rate is incorrect or something like that, and you want to change it. Very easy to do so, and you can adjust them as needed. The other place you can do this is actually in the details, and there's a couple other places that you can, a couple other fields that you can change from in here. Guaranteed hours is one. Say I want guaranteed hours of 40 or something like that. I can save it. And also in rate information, you can affect the min bill rate, local rate, or OT rate as well. So you can manually adjust individual jobs in this way. Now, for some customers, you will have the ability to do mapping. So you might have jobs in your system or buckets in your ATS that you're mapping to. And if I switch over here, you can see that this kind of looks like this. So if I look at this job, well, let's do actually. Here, we'll do this one. So in this case, this job right here is mapped Houston Hospital, and it's mapped to another thing called Houston Hospital. So let's say, for instance, you notice this in your ATS. This is not the right place. But again, you don't want to change all the Houston Hospital jobs to Houston Methodist. It's just this one specific job, and you want to affect just this one job. If you change it in your ATS, our system will keep pushing the original value. So you actually have to change it kind of upstream in JobRobotix. And if you change it here, notice that there's two values here. It's important that you click the top value, the JobRobotix value, and again in this you'll see the checkbox and the X, and you can type the new value here, like we did before. I'm going to X this out real quick. If you click the bottom value, you are remapping. And so by remapping, you're telling the system that for every job that is Houston Hospital, you want it to go to this new place. So if you have other values in your system, imagine for instance I had Houston Methodist, I would remap it and it would send all of the jobs there. In this case, if we're talking about just affecting one job, that's not what you want to do. You're just trying to change the one. So I'll come up here, I'll type Houston Methodist Hospital. And if this is a value that has never been in the system before, never been mapped before, you'll actually have an option to map it again. If it's been mapped before, you'll see it automatically change to the new one already. And so from there. So it's important to note, especially for if you're trying to change either the facility, degree, specialty, or shift, and you do mapping, that you need to click the top value instead of the bottom value, because these are different things. We've definitely had people try and do this thinking they're only affecting one job, and turns out they remap all the RNs, for instance, to something else. And it can cause a quick panic, but this is the way you would do it. You would do it normally. All right, I think that's everything. If you have any questions, as always, please reach out to us and via GitHelp support and open a ticket, and we'll be happy to assist you with anything that you have going on. Thank you.